Hi everyone, Kuri here with your weekly Oracle card reading. This reading is going to be for October 24th to October 30th. And as always, I'm going to draw 3 cards like I always do. The first card will be for Monday and Tuesday. The second card will be for Wednesday and Thursday. And then the third card will be for the weekend, being Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So before I do the reading, I'm just going to wait for Facebook to gather any audience members. I actually have chosen a deck for tonight. Actually, my husband, Masa, he chose this deck right here, Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. So we're going to just wait a couple minutes just for my sister to show up. No, we'll try and build up the audience a little bit. Remember, if you know anybody that would love to see these weekly readings and have the opportunity to ask me live different questions, share the video, get the word out there, and spread the word. So we'll just give it a few more minutes. Hope everybody had a really good week last week. Sure, some of us went through some stressful energy, but also went through some real good releases as well. Also, if you have trouble with the sound, if I'm not coming in very clearly, please let me know. Also, the setup, like I said, is a little bit different from where I used to live, because I had moved. So if you can't see all the cards in the frame, please let me know so I can try and adjust my camera a little bit. I'm trying to use the cell phone kind of propped up and stationed somewhere, but from my image, it doesn't look like all of the cards will fit in one frame. So if they're not fitting in the frame, please send me a quick little comment. Oh, it looks like my one viewer so far, my sister in Japan. Some of you that have been following me for years know that I live in Japan, and I have my oldest sister as well living in Japan. We're still very, very far apart from each other, so we don't see each other that often. I think actually I've only seen her once since I've lived in Japan. And then the other times I've seen her is when we are both in America. But not too long I'll actually be going to America, going back with my husband. So the weekly readings will be back on schedule with American timing, I should say. Okay, the other thing really I wanted to tell everybody too is, I don't know if any of you out there have heard of the spiritual teacher Michael Meerdad. He is the, I don't want to say minister, but he is the teacher who does the sermons at Unity of Sedona in Sedona, Arizona. And they have been doing live broadcasts of their Sunday services. And for anyone who really loves Michael's teachings, he's going to be doing a live broadcast actually today. At, I believe it was 9:40, either 8:45 or 9:45 a.m. Pacific time. So for those of you on the East Coast, do the math. No, no. What? I can't remember if it was at 8:45 or 9:45 Pacific Standard Time, but go on to his Facebook site, Michael Meerdad. Michael as in Michael. Meerdad, M-I-R-D-A-D. And tune in to his live sermon. I really, really, really love his teachings and his sermons, and everything that I have heard from him has basically just impacted, it has a huge impact on my life. It's everything done at the right timing, just when things need to be heard. Also things that aren't really at the right timing. Not that I expected it to be this type of topic, but the topic that he presents, it always has a huge impact on me, even if I'm not directly going through that stage in my life. It's kind of like a aha moment. when I listen to some of his sermons. So I definitely recommend checking him out. Okay, so I guess I'm going to start with my reading. I haven't shuffled the deck yet, so I'm just going to take a minute to quiet my mind, center and ground myself. And I'd like everybody to ground themselves as well. Take a deep centering breath. Just release all the stresses that you have right now and just relax. And know that this reading is meant for you to hear. That you stumble upon the video for a reason and a purpose. And just ask that your archangels and your guardian angels surround you. And I call that Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael and Ariel. Ariel is coming in again today. I ask that they just entangle with our energies and bond with us. And I ask that they give us the message of what this week is going to be like, what the energy around us is going to be like, and if they have any deep messages for us to let us know. Okay, I'm going to start to shuffle my deck with that intention. If anybody's wondering what music I'm playing in the background, it's something off YouTube. I love the pan flute, so I typed in pan flute music, and the first thing that popped up was pan flute and native flute music, Native American meditation music, relaxing flute music. So it's a 3-hour long video and music clip. So, but if you're interested, there's so many different things on YouTube that you can find for music and meditations and readings. So far this month, every week that I've been doing my readings, the shuffling has just been very long, I think. Okay, and we are ready. And actually one card flipped out already, so that's going to be for Monday and Tuesday. Oops, we'll put it down here. See, we'll draw from, this one wants to come out as well. Let's see. This one looks good right here. Hopefully all of these are in frame. Again, if they're not in frame, I can try and hold the camera while I do this. So, actually, it doesn't look in frame to me, so I'm just gonna try and, oops, that's my finger. I'm gonna try and prop it up like this. All right, I'm gonna hold it a little bit, guys. If you see the cameras moving a lot, I do apologize. I'm gonna try and stabilize this with my fingers. Okay, so anyways, first card we have is Isaiah, and it says, "It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes." So we've been going through a lot of changes recently. And this is a good thing. This process of getting rid of the old and bringing in the new, this birth, this rebirth, I should say, of all of us is very, very important, the angels are saying. So keep up with that kind of fall cleaning, I should say, cleaning out your closet, getting rid of all of that negative energy, getting rid of the clusters. A lot of us still have a lot of stuff to let go. And some of this stuff, we're not realizing that it actually brings us down. It's bringing our energy down. It's bringing different situations in our life down. The other thing that the angels are telling me is, why does everyone continue to say, what if? Meaning, what if I don't release this person, what's going to happen? Or release this situation, what's going to happen? Or what if I can't release this situation or this negative influence or this heaviness around me? Or why can't I is the other thing that the angels are saying. Not so much why can't I let go, but why can't things come easily, or why things can't happen easily. And the angels are telling me it's not that they can't come easily, but a lot of us, we block the flow of that energy, that flow of the abundance. And if we open our hearts more to God and ask for his help, and they're saying, and ask for his forgiveness, that things will start to come a little bit smoother to us. I say a little bit because it always depends on that person and the situation they are in right now. So I can't point blank say all of this is going to come smoothly, because everyone's in their own different area of, I don't want to say spirituality, but own different circumstances in their life. Whether it has to do with spirituality, whether it has to do with relationships or home life, everyone's in their own situation. So the hardest thing for us to do is actually to let go, and to know when it's time to let go. Some of us hold on to people and hold on to material things and hold on to things that we really should be letting go of, and it's just because we're in a comfort zone, or because we don't know, well, what happens if I let this situation or this person go? What's going to happen to me? What's going to happen in my life? How is it going to impact me? How is it going to impact my children or the people around me? You really have to start looking into your soul to find out exactly where this fear is coming from. And the angel said this week there's a lot of fear that's going to be coming out of the hearts of everybody. So try not to focus on that fear, but to let it go. And that's where Archangel Ariel is actually coming in. She's coming in and she's saying she's willing to take your fear and bring it up to heaven for transmutation and bring it down as love and light. So, which is interesting that Ariel is saying this, because I see Ariel more as working with animals than working actually with our fear and our energy. But she's there and she's saying, hey, I'm willing if you give it to me. We have to hand over and pass the fear to them. So let it go. All right. So anyways, going back to what this card Isaiah is saying, and the angels are saying, these new situations, these new ideas that are coming in your life are meant to come at this certain point in time in your life. So don't ignore them. Embrace them. Okay? So now we have Maya for Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, here we go with the schooling again. Okay, so schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Okay, so I'm telling you, this month is nothing but study, 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 let go, let go, let go. So, I don't know how many times the angels are going to tell us this, because obviously we are not getting the picture. We are still procrastinating. And yeah, I can say, yeah, it's kind of true. So if you're seeing things that you need to grow in your life, spiritually, personally, things that you need to educate yourself with, then start looking into it. And again, it doesn't necessarily mean spiritual growth. It could be personal growth as well. For example, they're actually telling me, hello, Kristen, it's kind of connecting to the letting go of these old energies. If you're having trouble letting go of the old energies and don't know why, look deeper into the situation of why you can't let go. And then reach out for assistance in being able to let go. If you're trying to, they say sell my house, but if you're trying to sell your house, or in my case, if you're trying to get to America, then you got to do the legwork and the footwork and the education behind doing all this stuff. If you're trying to sell your house, or you're trying to buy a car, don't sit there and say, well, I don't have money, or I won't be able to sell the house for the amount that it's worth. You have to stop that thinking, because you're only putting out negative energy. Look into well, okay, if this real estate agent or this car dealership is saying that they can't approve my loan or that they can't sell my house, whatever the case may be, then do more work into looking for another company or another dealership. Because if you're always saying it's never going to happen, or it won't happen, or it can't happen, or I can't do it, or it's not the right timing, then you're never going to be able to achieve it. You're going to block the energy that the angels and God are trying to give you. You're going to block any good manifestations coming your way. So basically, we all as human beings, we need to get out of our own way and have the angels and God assist us. So whatever they are trying to help us with, it's going to be complete opposite if we're kind of going against what they're saying. So if you're suddenly feeling that this is the right direction that you want to take, but you're fearful and you don't know if you can really do it, you have to get rid of that thinking and just go for it. Ask for assistance. Okay? But schooling, again, is coming up for all of us. So very important. This is the 3rd week in a row. Okay? And then finally we have Chantal. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to pan the camera over just a little bit. Sorry about the glare from the light. The card reads, new romance is imminent. Either with a newcomer or through reignited passion in your existing relationship. Be open to giving and receiving love. Okay, so this has to do with people who are in relationships, who are in romances, and it has to do with people who are romancing with themselves. So self-love. So self-love is going to be important this weekend as well. Take the time to do something for yourself, to reignite the passions that you have in your life, whether they be hobbies or things that you just kind of have put aside that you said, well, I don't have time to do this. You do have time, or you have to make time. So if you're always saying, I don't have time, I don't have time, I don't have time, then you will never have time. Because again, you're looking at the negative aspect of not having time. I know that sounds weird, but if you start saying, I have time, and you start putting aside maybe 5 or 10 minutes, or even 3 minutes if you got, just to do something that makes you feel happy, then you got to get out and you got to do it. And then the next week or the next day, give yourself a little bit more time. And then try to build up at least 30 minutes per day of something that you can say, this is for me. It's for no one else. This is for me. And reconnect with yourself. Same thing with if you're in a relationship right now. Passion is actually going to be in the weekend, in the cards this weekend. No pun intended. Basically, reconnect with your spouse, reconnect with a loved one, someone who makes you happy, someone who fills your heart. If you feel that you have been pulling away from your spouse or your loved one, whether it be a relationship spouse or whether it be someone who is your family member, trying to rekindle that connection is going to be important. They're gonna need your support, and you're gonna need their support, is what the angels are saying. So try to reconnect, whether it be passion-wise, with your husband or wife or partner, whatever, or just reconnecting on a more soul level, I should say. So trying to sit down and resolve any problems that you might have. Talk about the past, reminisce, get that energy flowing again, that happy love energy, light energy. Okay, so that's going to be this weekend. So this week we have some interesting cards. Again, though, they're still talking about, sorry, I'm going to try and fix my camera again without making it fall. They're still repeating and repeating that middle card about studying and schooling. So we still have some preparation to do. But, I'm with you. I'm not just saying this stuff because, I'm all high and holy and mighty. I have my own stuff to do too. So all these cards are for you, and they're for me as well. So that's this week's reading. If anyone has any comments or questions or anything that they want to add, did you get something from this reading? Do you have advice for other people? Because if I'm not hitting on a topic, maybe one of you is connecting with your angels and you're getting something that someone might need to hear or read as well. So please feel free to comment in the comment boxes. Stay positive, bring in love, bring in light, and spread that love and light. Okay? I wish you all a wonderful next week, and I will see you again next Sunday for the next weekly reading. We'll be going into November. All right? So I send you all love, light, angel blessings. Namaste.